Hello there, Internet. Absent Card Boy here, and I got another video for you guys today. Today we're going to play some more Reanimator, because it's my favorite thing, not only in MTG, but in card games as well. By the way, let me know if you want to see some good old Singleton content as well, as I have made a Reanimator deck for there as well, because I just can't have enough apparently. And I have a very powerful Sultai mid-range list that I went undefeated with in yesterday's stream, which, I streamed like, not entirely Singleton, but I think I streamed Singleton for, I had basically 7 matches, I think, and I went undefeated with that deck. So in case you guys want to have a list for, just let me know in the comment section down below, and I can share it with you, because if you want to get like good wins in that, in the event and all that, just, hit me up. And I'll share you my Belly Bonsai. It's the name of the Singleton deck. So, anyways, we're going to be talking about Yarok's Agents today. This is a deck that I featured on the channel several times. And today is going to be perhaps the last showcasing of it for some time, as I'm going to move into some other deck lists. As you guys saw there, Selesnya with the Starfield Mystic, and a terrible Bloody Sun Undergrowth deck that I've been trying to make work, but, haven't been really successful at it, but still a really cool idea nonetheless. And this is the Sultai Reanimator list. This is technically like the deck that I've showcased on my channel the most ever since Coreset 2020 hit, because it's my favorite deck to play with. And a lot of people ask me if going Sultai is ultimately worth it just because of the addition of Yarok and Tamayo, and honestly the answer is no. Like, these two alone are not the reason why I'm opting to go Sultai instead of just, bringing the standard Dimir version of this deck, which is more consistent from a mana base standpoint, right? The reason why I'm incorporating green, and ultimately why I believe Sultai is the more efficient version of this archetype, is because of the fact that we can pump up our sideboard with some very, very useful tools, as Veil of Summer as a 4-of is the big selling point, alongside the likes of Shifting Ceratops, and Pelakka Worm is also a helpful addition too, but Veil of Summer is where it's at. This is the key card that makes Sultai better than Dimir. The fact that we can run 4 copies of this, make it so that we can incorporate this card in the Sultai, in the Simic Flash, English, or Magic Wrist. We can incorporate this thing in the Simic Flash and Mono Blue Tempo matchup, which is otherwise a horrendous matchup for us, because this strategy revolves around some very key plays which happen either on turn 4 or turn 5. If our opponent counters those plays, we are pretty much left defenseless. So we're just very, very susceptible to counterspell driven decks, because of the fact that our early curve doesn't really accomplish much damage wise, and our game winning plays, like I said, come in turn 5 or turn 4 onwards. So being able to combine these plays with a Veil of Summer to stop a counterspell from getting our Reanimator effect going on is absolutely crucial in that matchup, and we do not really stand a chance at winning a best out of 3 series if we do not run 4 copies of this. I'm going to go ahead and say that. So not only 4 copies of Veil of Summer, but also 3 Duress and 2 Shifting Ceratops are there mainly to enhance that matchup right there, while also enabling us to have good utility versus other control decks that are maybe slower, but may also pack counter spells, and or Teferi Time Raveler. That's why we're running Shifting Ceratops, and that's why we have triple Duress here as well. We got Ashiok as a 2-of to combat the banned Scapeshift decks, as Ashiok not only enables us to stop them from going for escape shifts or Sequitious Route or any sort of instant or sorcery that enables them to search for land and therefore ramp, we can also use Ashiok on ourselves and mill ourselves. Therefore, he also promotes our own strategy. He has synergy with our deck, which makes him an excellent tech choice for not only that, but also other matchups like Arclight Phoenix, for example. We got an extra 2 copies of Massacre Girl, which comes in a lot. There's a lot of games in which we won 3 copies of Massacre Girl, and she's definitely very crucial. And Pelakka Worm is mainly for the aggro decks, especially mono red aggro. If we're able to reanimate a Pelakka Worm, it tends to be GG versus them. So the addition of green to this Dimir backbone is very crucial because of the sideboard, more so than the main board. Tamayo does a lot for this deck, obviously, and Yarok is pretty solid in many matchups, but also is rather useless in others. Therefore, you know, we do board him out a lot, but versus aggro decks or versus any sort of deck that doesn't really run neither white nor black, he's pretty fantastic, especially because, for example, against Nisa decks, he can trade into the lands you know, perfectly, and get you some life gain on top of that. So if we have Yarok stay on the board, the juicy part is obviously starting to go for reanimator plays on Agent of Treachery and the likes, and basically stealing your girl twice. Not one, but twice. That's just fucking insulting. While you're on the floor, kicking you is the style of this build, and that's basically it, as I've been talking about it for 5 minutes. A deck that I feature on this channel multiple times, so I don't think I should have done such a, you know, extensive deck tech, but I get a lot of questions in my stream as to why I'm sticking with Sultai and not going the mirror, and I felt like explaining it. So leave likes for some good old Reanimator. Leave a like for some Agent of Treachery. I've heard people say he's a toxic card. Fuck the haters, man. He's the best, and hopefully you guys enjoy. I got some good games for you today, so yeah, I'll be back at it tomorrow with some Selesnya. I have a new enchantment deck with Vine Mare and stuff that I want to share, which is pretty funky, and hopefully I'll make the I'll make the shitty ass Bloodsun deck work too. So yeah, have us all day. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for daily MTG videos, even though I've missed a few uploads. I am sorry about that, but we're back at it, and yeah, fucking love ya. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, this is the kind of like hand I have wet dreams about. Turn 1 Stitcher, turn 2 Chart of Course. We're only missing, like, the good thing about this is that we already have the Reanimator card and we already have the Chart of Course. This hand gets disrupted if we're facing something that has Thought Erasure and they start dispatching it. But that's like always gonna be the tough matchup. Come on, Stitches. You were terrible last game. Make me proud this one. Atta Stitches. Atta girl. Incoming Thought Erasure. Okay, okay. If that's Scape Shift, I'm all in, baby. I'm gonna play Chart of Course, discarding the Scholar of the Ages. Smack him. Yep, definitely Scape Shift. You know what we're gonna steal. You know very well what we're gonna steal. I kept these 2 lands because I need to Agent Bones. I forgot how satisfying this matchup was. Alright, baby. Let's get this going. Mine? My Field of the Dead? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different lands, 6 different lands. We're actually pretty close to activating it. Papa bless. Three, 4, 5. Ooh. Oh, nice. Okay, so yeah, Duresses, Ashioks, and I guess Massacre Girls, right? Massacre Girls keep us alive in that matchup. You could also argue shifting Ceratops, but not really. We could take out the Tyrant Scorn. Yarok doesn't really accomplish much here. He's a little bit too slow. Tamiyo seems fine. But I can drop one because I'm playing Ashiok anyways. I mean, you can argue for, like... I mean, Tamiyo puts in the work in this matchup, though. Maybe I can take out one Scholar of the Ages. I'll take out one Scholar of the Ages. I'll keep. We can turn to Fadopiter. Right, we got the reanimator set up. We just need to find a chart of course or something to mill ourselves with. Ouch. Ooh. Well, that's not as rough as it seems. I need me that Ashiok. Give me that Ashiok, boy. All right.
I'm known for my excellent timing. There goes nothing.
Dream big tonight. I'm hungry. You. I'm always return.
The good thing is that if he wants to blast zone away my Ashiok,
That's more like it.
we're gonna go for the rest. All right.
Stop that. Now.
Behold, my dreams dissipate like smoke.
I want the Ashiok in case he does something about it. And with his blast zone taken from him,
Here we go.
he can't scape shift me.
I am not going to sit this one out.
Alright, what are you going to return?
Don't worry.
Nothing?
I got it.
Getting a little bit desperate, aren't we? Yes. Alright, it's time for the shades again. I'm not gonna use this ability. God, there's so many things I can do. I just... Don't you guys ever have the problem that you have too many options? It's kind of annoying. I could just play this. And steal that. That sparkles with me.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
I'm really happy I went for the connive and dodged, you know, shit. And dodged the duress like a ninja. Oh my god, are you serious? Okay. Well, I'm gonna drop you. We're gonna drop you, and I assume we drop a land, right? Ah, fuck it. Fantastic. Good job, Stitcher. I don't know why I didn't attack there. I derped. Right, so for 2 more elementals, we definitely want Massacre Girl. I mean, we're still managing to curve out, surprisingly. I mean, a Massacre would be amazing here. So that's basically all we got. We're in top deck mode now. I mean, that could have turned out way worse. Unfortunately, our opponent has a scarier board than ours, and he has a handful of possibilities. No, he can charge this. Come on, give me something good. Stitches. Oh, Stitches, you had one job. You're doing terrible today, Stitches. Vivian's gonna come down -3. The Cavalier onto my Yarok, and I'm gonna cry every time.
I am Scala's vengeance, and I'm coming for you next.
But there is hope. I could top deck a Massacre Girl, and that would still not be like he could still lava coil me, which means, but I could top deck a Massacre Girl into something else. Wait, if I kill Cavalier, he just brings back. Yeah, no matter what I draw here, I'm too far behind, aren't I? I'm gonna take the hit. And I'm gonna die. No, not gonna die. All part of the plan. Okay, so game plan for game 2. Do not mulligan 3 times. Alright, we want to add in 2 of these. And that's pretty much it, like Massacre Girls. I mean, I still do like 1 Tamayo. Yarok is pretty good too. I'll drop 1 Scholar of the Ages. I'll take it. It has lands. It's playable. Blood for Bones is nice too. Chart of Course is always a reason to keep an opening hand. Like, this is the card that we want to see. The thing is, depending on my draw here, I may hold on to it. Yeah, I think I'm going to hold on to it here, honestly. Because I don't have any big creature to discard right now. It may seem weird. It may seem like a weird decision, but I really want to increment my chances. Alright, we have to try now. Unfortunately, we do not find a discard target. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. We're gonna hold on to Tyrant Scorn, wait for him to do something.
Oh, I am gonna love tearing this place to the ground.
And now that he's committed,
I'd get out of the way if I were you.
He got us there. He got us there. Fuck, man. I think lesson learned from this series. The lesson learned here is that I probably should have Blood for Bones just to, I don't know. The lesson learned is to hold on to Chart of Course. Like, just hold on to it.
The land shall conquer you.
This'll be fun to watch.
Omega wrecked, boys. Omega wrecked. Tyrannosaurus wrecked. Tamayo. You're a little bit late to the party. GG. To be honest, we got incredibly unlucky this one. Like, the first game we mulliganed down to 4, and the second series, like, we're one draw off from discarding the Agent of Treachery, which would have changed everything. If I got Agent onto the graveyard that turn, I was able to Blood for Bones, I would have been able to start, like, stealing his shit. Especially with so many Blood for Bones in my hand, I would have been able to continue recycling my Agent and just steal everything. So, like I said, I think that teaches me to just hold on to Chart a Course, even though it can slow me down. This is a very vital card. I'll lead off with Water Grave. It depends on the matchup, though. I mean, this time around, though, I have Tamayo in my hand, so I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna drop the Swamp, just because next turn I'm going to be going for Thought Erasure, most likely. This is a good theft target. I like the idea of taking down the Reef, though. Right. I mean, the Reef is something that I can steal next turn, though. But then he can bounce it back with the Teferi. Teferi is actually a bit of a problem because it can bounce back the permanents that I steal. So I may actually want to drop the Teferi. I actually don't mind double Thought Erasure next turn.
Sorry I'm late. Trust me, I have a plan.
I think my best bet here is to actually go for Tamayo.
The moon looks intriguing. To the library.
I'm gonna capitalize on this weak board state of now.
Your aggression is noted.
Let's try this.
Let me aid your research.
I don't want to reveal the fact that I have Massacre Girl. Because even if I send her to the graveyard, I can resurrect her with Concoct. So what do I want to go for? Maybe just a random... I'm going to keep going for Blood for Bones. Okay, double Yarok. Alright. So unfortunately, we don't really find... Now, I have two different options. I can go for the Thought Erasure. I mean, do I really care as much about the Thought Erasure here? I'm gonna play Stitcher Supplier. There we go. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I had to risk it there. I mean, I had a good chance of finding something good. And I'm going to be bringing this back to my hand.
I'll protect you.
Beautiful. Strong.
I know I noted this somewhere.
This might be a bad idea.
So I'm gonna take away the Elemental and the Nisa.
Do not harm my scrolls.
Calm down, woman. Nobody's harming your scrolls. Chill. I think I'm gonna return this to really weaken his play next turn. And then I can just drop Yarok, honestly. I really want to go greedy here, because he doesn't have an answer for Yarok right now.
I've got it.
What do I
Seek
need?
and find.
Oh, I could have taken another. Ah. He has no answer for this in his current hand. And Yarok can trade with the Voracious Hydra. I would have just played a 2/2 and dropped an elf, personally. Okay, I'm gonna keep Tamayo.
Stop interrupting me.
Good old Death Touch coming into play there. All right. How about we get some action going on here? Gotta be careful though. We can only steal 2 permanents. I actually like the fact that the fairy died there because I don't want to mill myself. I do not want to mill myself. I think Tamayo has done enough at this point. I'd rather, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Which means we can't really do this in Thought Erasure. Which is what I would want.
I have learned much from my ancestors.
Just gotta be careful not to steal more shit. and not running out of time too, because I am milking the timer quite a bit here. I mean, okay. Lol. This is a really cool draw, which I should have surveilled, by the way, because I have blood for bones. So I was kind of a fool there. Several misplays, but there's like a lot of decisions. I mean, with Yarok on the board, the possibilities are endless. You, and then you, and you. I got the power! I got the power. I wonder where my Massacre Girl is. It's not like I need her now, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm like down so many cards. I already have 7 mana. All right. pretty straightforward. I derped quite a bit, though. I derped quite a bit, and Massacre Girl, you are coming in as a 3 of 100%. Shifting Ceratops, you are pretty key too. Do I need... I don't think I need Dress. I can drop Tamayo. Yarok, I can drop 1. I mean, Tamayo, now that I'm going second, I think could be dropped to 1 too. And so can Scholar of the Ages. Let's go with this. How will you replace Stitcher after rotation? There's some other stuff. There's like we got a Vulture. The problem is it's a 3-drop, but it still kind of works. Stitchers is not the hardest card to replace. The actual card that I'm gonna miss for this deck is Chart a Course. So I'm gonna have to look into like any potential alternatives for that. That's the one that's gonna hurt the most, at least for like this variant of Reanimator. All right, we're keeping this. Journey to Eternity plus Blood for Bones is an excellent combo. I disagree. I think it's like not. I think it's like the pure definition of win more. It's very unlikely you're gonna get, you know, those two actually going on together. Like Journey for Eternity is just a very, very difficult card to make work. All right, I'm gonna go for the Dust Legion Zealot first. Because, like I said, we want to delay the Chart a Course as much as we can. All right, Fun Police. Interesting. Holy Mother of Flood. Let's drop a pool.
We are all connected. The land fights for us.
So this Nisa is obviously very spooky, but we do have the possibility of finding a Massacre Girl. So we're not out of this game just yet.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
I actually want to keep both of these because if I do draw into a Massacre Girl, then I actually do need... I'm going to take the hit. Alright. So I think the best bet here is to go for the Connive Concoct. Okay, so he drew a non-land card. Ouch. Right, and Massacre Girl we trust.
Harness the elements.
Jesus Christ. Well, maybe we can top deck it now. Oh! Could get countered. Alright. Alrighty. On to the next game. So we know how important Massacre Girl is there. He's playing Frilled Mystic, which if we can handle his early game ramp, we're pretty set to go. But now that we're on the play, that's gonna make a big difference. Massacre Girl there could have meant a comeback potentially, despite the fact that his Nisa was already threatening ultimate, which is obviously a big problem. I don't know if I should be packing Duress for counter spells because specifically that one is, oh man. I can't go with this. I can, in fact, go with this, though. I'm gonna lead off with a Watery Grave. I'm going to drop the Stitches and see if we don't send... Alright, that could have been worse. Like, at least we got a rest target, technically. I could go for the Blood for Bones, but I get a Shifting Ceratops. I could get something else. If he had a Frilled... I mean, he can't really counter me with a Frilled Mystic. Here, he could have a Negate, though. But I do want to keep these Stitches in the back, because if he plays Nisa next turn, then I can potentially block it. So instead of going for Blood for Bones now, I'm gonna I'm just gonna play this game. You could still have like more counters, but I just want to play this. He's tapping all of his green. Does that mean he has a negate? He does. And Tamayo.
About any lunar anomalies you have experienced.
Oh, that's fucked up.
No tail should be discarded.
Oh, fuck. Please negate, please negate, please negate, please. I fucked up. Okay. Okay. That was a fuck up, but that ended up working out good for me. That was a fuck up, but he forgot about Tamayo. We both forgot about Tamayo. I mean, as soon as I went from like, shit, well, sometimes, you know, things happen.
I think
This is still looking very grim, though. Like, don't get me wrong. This is looking really bad. Alright, no Frilled Mystic. Hopefully he doesn't have a counter in his hand. Come on, baby. Okay. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Give me something good here. I'm gonna try. What do we have? We have garbage. That's what we have. But we can believe. Attaboy. 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 What will I get back? A Zealot, right? Need to draw more.
To the library.
God, we already have like a shitload of Blood for Bones, but we haven't drawn a single Connive Concoct. Is there anything else that we want over Connive Concoct? No, let's get Connive Concoct. Where's Connive Concoct? With the bluff, we actually won the game with the thought erasure misplay. What the fuck?